Sir, I have started the recording. Until it completes the process, if you wish to present your screen and check if it is working fine.
Yes, yes. So please check whether my screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Screen is visible.
Yes, sir,
Okay.
screen is visible.
So I will stop the presentation and then we will proceed.
Okay. So, very good afternoon to one and all present here, present here in this online meeting on the fourth day of this All India Council for Technical Education sponsored faculty development program. I welcome you all with all my heart, and I would now take great pride in introducing our honorable resource person for today's session, that is Dr. G.K. Awari sir. Dr. G.K. Awari sir has completed his engineering from RTM Nagpur University and ME degree from Thapar University, Patiala, Punjab, both in mechanical engineering. He has done his PhD in computational fluid dynamics from SG Amravati University in the year 2007. He has total 25 years of teaching experience at undergraduate, postgraduate, and research level, and about 10 years of experience as an approved principal of TGP Nagpur, which is affiliated to RTM Nagpur University. His skills are being strengthened due to important experience at Sri Sant Gajanan Maharaj College of Engineering, Shegaon. He is recognized by AICTE as Margadarshak for MBA accreditation of Menti institutes. Recently, he has also been empaneled as a member in AICTE expert team. He has 3 patents and 1 product developed for Mahindra and Mahindra to his name. He has total 19 Scopus Index journal and 213 citations, 33 international journal publications, 22 international conference publications, and 11 national conference publications. He has authored total 8 books, 2 of which are with CRC Press, Taylor and Taylor Francis Group London, and others are also with renowned international publishers like Mercury International Publication. He has represented India in education fair at Colombo, Sri Lanka, and also traveled to SCGI University, Malaysia on academic assignment. He has contributed in the development of academics as a board of study member at Goa University, SG Amravati University, and RTM Nagpur University. He is presently a board of study member in GH Raisoni University, Saikeda MP, Yashwantrao Chauhan College of Engineering, which is popularly known as YCCE, which is a renowned autonomous institute of Nagpur. He is also board of study member in RTM Nagpur University and chairman of board of study in automobile engineering at Government Polytechnic Nagpur. He is also a recipient of Best Principal Award and Best Paper Award at various international conferences. Dr. Awari sir, it is a matter of great delight and pride for us to have you as an expert for today's session. I will now request you to please start the session.
Okay. Thank you very much, Abhijit. Okay, and thank you, Dr. Rajnikant sir, for giving me the opportunity to share my views in the second part of the faculty development program under the AICT sponsored faculty development program. Basically, let me congratulate the honorable management of the this Ballarpur Institute of Technology, Ballarpur, for taking the initiative to organize the such kind of program, faculty development program, in the basically this kind of lockdown period for the benefit of the faculty members across the India. And this is one of the very good topic which is being taken by them, that teaching pedagogical approaches in the modern area, because now the completely change is there. Okay, the scenario it is being changing, and what we are seeing, okay, that the offering the online courses, offering the Swayam module, offering the MOOCs module. So all these things will be there, and in future we'll be going for all these things. So taking knowledge on the teaching pedagogies and how we want to orient ourselves according to the new methodology, that is very important for all of us. Okay, so let me present my screen. Okay. I hope that it is visible, and I think I am audible also.
Yes, sir, you're audible and the screen is visible.
Okay, okay. So these are the great initiatives of the Ballarpur Institute of Technology to organize the faculty development program on the teaching pedagogies or the teaching approaches which we have to use for the betterment of our students. So today's my topic of discussion is basically on the change management. So, and I'll be talking about the how to bring the change and what do you mean by the change management. So, during my discussion of around 2 hours, we will see that how the organizations are surviving through the change management, because there are many more examples are there in our India or across the world. Okay, and we know that the companies they have survived. Okay, corporate companies, the technical organizations they have survived because of the change management only. For example, I can quote you one example of the one corporate company, like Kodak company was there. Okay, which used to manufacture the cameras. As on today, also they manufacture the cameras, they prepare the cameras. But you know that what kind of things were there? What was the image? What was the publicity? What was the brand of the Kodak? But the place of the camera has been taken place, or it is being fused into the mobile phone. Now in the mobile phone, the basically the camera is available. So many of the time, the special camera like a Kodak, nobody is preferring. So with the change in the technology, if the company orient themselves according to the change, if they bring the change management, if they apply this principle, naturally we can survive. Otherwise, it is very difficult for the survival. Okay, if we take a example of the last decade, which has happened in last 15 to 20 years span of time, you consider the example of the Nokia mobile. Okay, you know that what was the brand of the Nokia mobile? Everybody throughout the world, not only in India, we were thinking of having the Nokia mobile. Okay, but now the technology has upgraded and we have shifted from single SIM to the double SIM to the triple SIM. And the Nokia was not able to manage with the technology of the double SIM or technology of the triple SIM. क्योंकि लोगों को आजकल दो दो सिम तीन तीन सिम एक ही फोन में होना चाहिए, 2 numbers 3 numbers like that. This was their expectation and the people work on the mobile. Okay, it is been increased क्योंकि पूरा का पूरा ऑफिस ही उनका पूरा का पूरा लैपटॉप जैसे काम ही कंप्यूटर जैसे काम ही आज मोबाइल में हो रहा है. Okay, so Nokia company was not able to manage the change in the technology. They could not develop the technology with the two SIM. So what has happened in the market? You know that the place of the Nokia phone has taken by Sony, has taken by Samsung. Okay, Apple is there, OnePlus One is there. Lots of mobile are there. Okay, and a decade ago, the only mobile, the only brand which was available to us, it was only Nokia. So you see that what happens when the change management is not there. What happens when the changes are not there in the organization. So at somewhere, at some point of time, we need to think of the change management and we need to apply also. Okay. Similarly, if I can quote the example of the technical institution, the Vellore Institute of Technology, presently it is called as the Vellore University. Earlier it was the Vellore Engineering College, like a Vellore Institute of Technology. Now it is a Vellore University. you know that how the Vellore University is famous nowadays. Okay, there are again 20,000 seats are there in the Vellore University. Out of 20,000, okay, around 1,20,000, okay, or maybe more than that, 1,50,000 students, they are appearing for the examination, entrance examination of the Vellore University, which means that what kind of demand is there in the Vellore University. But once upon a time, okay, before getting the deemed university status, before getting an autonomy status, the Vellore University, Vellore Engineering College, it has come to halt. Okay, come to halt means once upon a time there was no admissions in the Vellore Engineering College. Okay, it was about to closure, college closure पे था Vellore Engineering College, और वो नहीं हो सकता था, चल सकता था, like that it was thought of. But now the management of the Vellore University, Vellore Engineering College, they brought the complete change in the organization structure, employees, everywhere, infrastructure and everything. Okay, now you can see that the Vellore University, how the brand is there. So continuously in the organization, the change management has to be there. So that kind of importance is there in the change management, and today's environment which is available with the for the technical institutions as well as for the corporate culture. Basically, this culture is a turbulence is there. Turbulence is there, volatility is there, which means that ये nothing is certain. आज हमारे पास 600 एडमिशन हुए, कल 500 होते, कल 200 होते. So turbulence is there. आज हम लोग 1000 प्रोडक्ट बेच रहे हैं, ओके, एक दिन में, कल हम लोग 200 ही बेचते हैं, तीसरे दिन कुछ भी प्रोडक्ट नहीं बेचे जाते. So there is a turbulence and volatility is there in the market, even in the product sale, even in the production, everywhere. So because of that, the change management, it is gaining the importance in the everyday's life as well as in the industry, corporate culture, as well as in the technical institution. So in my today's presentation, we will see that what do we mean by the change management. So the Charles Darwin, okay, he has said that it is not the strongest or the most intelligent who will survive, but those who can be best manage the change, they will survive. See that what Darwin says, it is not the strongest, it is not the most intelligent who will survive, okay, but those who can best manage the change, which means that even at the personal level also, WhatsApp पे आपने एक मैसेज देखा होगा कि अर्नोल्ड, ओके, जिस होटल में खाता था, जो उसकी ब्रांड एम्बेसडर जो अर्नोल्ड जो था, ओके, उसके ही स्टैचू के सामने वो आज सोता है, मतलब फुटपाथ पे उसको सोना पड़ता है. Likewise, there was a message in the WhatsApp, you might have seen that. So you should be able to manage the change. Okay, if you are not able to manage the change even in the personal life, then you cannot survive. So days are not same, it is fluctuating, turbulence is there. So therefore the Darwin says that it is not the strongest. You may be the strongest, you may be the most intelligent people, you may be your organization may be the most intelligent organization, most strongest organization, okay, but if you are not able to manage the change, okay, then in that case, okay, your organization will not survive. So as per the Darwin, the organization which will manage the change best, in a best manner, they will only survive. So now in the technical institutions also, lot of changes are being happening. Many of the people, when the lockdown was declared in the month of the March, they were not ready to accept the online education system. Okay, they said that कि जब classes चालू होंगे, okay, उस समय हम देखेंगे, physical mode में classes लेंगे, and due to the corona outbreak in the country, okay, everybody is at home, right from the student to the teachers, everybody is at home. So we were not able to manage the change, and organizations were finding it difficult to move to the online mode of education. So I must compliment the Dr. Rajnikant sir, the principal of the Ballarpur Institute of Technology, Ballarpur, and its team member, okay, that they are best managing the change, because physical mode to online education, this is also the change which was required right from the April or right from the June 2020, and they are able to manage the change. So it is not that you are the strongest person or the strongest organization or the most intelligent organization will survive, but the organization which can best manage the change, that only will be survive. Rest other organization cannot survive. So the Peter Drucker, okay, he said that the greater danger in times of turbulence is not the turbulence, it is to act with the yesterday's logic. Okay, so you may be experienced one. Okay, so, and suppose for example, okay, if you are a pilot and you are driving your airplane, okay, and from you may be having the experience of 20 years as a pilot, but once upon a time the situation is in front of you, that cloudy weather is there, wind is at the different velocities. So in such cases you cannot drive only with your experience and with the yesterday's logic. मैंने इस समय इनके मतलब मैंने जब तिरुवनंतपुरम एयरपोर्ट में जब इसी तरह का एनवायरनमेंट था, तो मैंने इस तरह से यहाँ पे लैंडिंग किया था, प्रॉपर लैंडिंग किया था प्लेन का मेरे एज ए पायलट। तो वही लॉजिक लेके अगर हम अप्लाई करना चाहेंगे टर्बुलेंस एनवायरनमेंट में, तो वो शायद सच नहीं होगा। You have to think out of the box. You have to think that, okay, what logic will play the role. So Peter Drucker says that it is the act with the yesterday's logic. Means if you go with the yesterday's logic will not be fruitful to you. Okay, the today's logic, okay, logical thinking you have to apply and you have to take the decision. So greater danger in times of turbulence. Now in the technical institution, it is the time of turbulence. Why it is the time of turbulence? Because the admissions are fluctuating day by day. Okay, आज कुछ admissions है, कल कुछ admissions है, परसों कुछ admissions होते हैं, ठीक है? It is fluctuating year by year. Okay, faculty members are also not being retained. It is being fluctuating. The teachers, the hardcore of the technical institution, it is also not being retained. It is fluctuating. So in the product market or in the education market, it is a time of turbulence. Okay, मैं ऐसे नहीं करता कि ये हमेशा रहेगा time of turbulence, but naturally this kind of turbulence, it will last for 5 to 10 years, and we have to manage the change. We have to divert our system in such a fashion that the new logic is being developed, okay, and we apply the change management, and we keep on changing as per the technological space. We keep on changing as per the requirement of the aspiration of the people, aspiration of the student, aspiration of the consumer, and we are proving our quality. Then only we can survive. So with this, we will start with the core of the change management. So what is the change management basically? So change management refers to the managing change. Okay, so managing change refers to the making of changes in a planned and managed or systematic fashion. Okay, for example, okay, so task of managing the change, you can see that 3 balls are there. In the 3 balls, okay, the fish is there, and in this ball 2 fishes are there. Here 1 fish is there, and this fish is trying to jump from the second ball to the third ball. Okay, so managing change refers to the making of changes in a planned and a managed or systematic fashion. Okay, ऐसा नहीं कि कल कर लेंगे हो जाएगा. Okay, it is not like that. Managing it in a systematic way, it is very important part of the change management. So what is the change management? Okay, so change management, okay, it has to be successful one. Okay, its impact will be there. Then hurts, okay, then future behaviors, acceptance, employees, resistance, change management, monitored, leader, mind, leaders and ownership. Okay, all these are acceptance, employees, future behavior. All these are relevant components of the change management. So here on this side, resistance is also written. Okay, because human nature offers the resistance to the change. Okay, human mind, it offers a resistance to the change. Okay, so this kind of resistance will be there in the change management. एक मिनट, वेदांत. So change management is the creation and implementation of the roles, processes and tools that each of these groups use to effectively manage the people side of change. Okay, let me show you one video. Okay, how to survive in the change management. ती खिडकी लाव बरं, ते आवाज येते.
तुम्ही बोलता बोलता एकदम तुम्ही त्या मीटिंग लीव केली का?
So whether the video is visible?
Yes, sir. Visible and audible both.
Okay, so what we have seen now, that we have to involve in the change. Okay, we have to accept the change. So many of the time we have the fear, we have the certain kind of uncertainty, and because of that, okay, we are not ready to change. So we should be able to accept the change, and we should involve in the change, and we should become a part of the change. Then only we can survive. Otherwise, survival is very difficult. So therefore, in the change management, nowadays there is a lot of competition. Stiff competition is there in the market, and because of that, okay, we have to keep on changing. The people, those who have not changed, those who have not managed the changes happening in the surrounding world, they have lost their career, they have lost their life, even they have lost the everything. Okay, for example, the when there was a monopoly in the market, that time the Bajaj people were able to sell the scooter, Bajaj scooter. You know that how what was the problems in the Bajaj scooter? बहुत सारे problems थे Bajaj scooter में. But even though these problems were not rectified because there was a monopoly in the market, no other player was available in the market. So they could not change the design, they could not improve the fuel economy of the Bajaj scooter. Okay, they could not improve the suspension system. All the faults were there. Even though the product was highly successful, there was a demand of the product because competition was not there. No other supplier was there who is manufacturing the scooter in the India. So therefore, okay, now that kind of days have gone where the competition is not there. Today, the lot of competition is there. If you take an example of the mobile manufacturing company, कितने सारे दुनिया भर के मोबाइल हमारे पास अवेलेबल है, कंपनियां है, सोनी से लेके सैमसंग से लेके उनके कितने सारे मोबाइल फोन्स बनाते हैं, नोकिया से लेके कितने सारे कंपनी है. ठीक है, व्हीकल खरीदने जाओ तो हुंडई से लेके, होंडा से लेके, ओके, मारुति से लेके, देयर आर सो मेनी कंपनीज आर देयर because of the global market. Okay, because of the globalization, all these corporate companies have entered into the India. Even Indian product also, they find a place in the Europe market or American market. Okay, and the complete things are there. So there is a steep competition everywhere. In case of the technical institution also, in one region, okay, maybe 2 kilometers away, there are technical institutions are there. Either the diploma college, either the degree college, either the ITI is there. Everywhere at a distance of 2 kilometers, you will find that. So basically, there is a competition is there, okay, throughout the market. In this competition, if you want to survive, we need to bring a change management, and we have to accept the change, and we have to go with the change. That is only the way of survival. Otherwise, we cannot survive. So the change management principle, okay, following principle is applicable, that all times involve and seek support from people within the system. Okay, what do you mean by the system? System, it consists of the environment, processes, culture, relationship, behaviors, okay, whenever personal or organization. So seeking the support from or within the system, then understand where you are and the organization is at that moment. Means you need to find out that where your organization is standing, what is your place, what is your ranking, and where you would like to go, where you would like to reach in the next year or in next 5 years or the next 10 years. That you need to understand in the change management. Understand where you want to be, when, why, what the measures will be required for reaching there or getting there. हमें ये डीम यूनिवर्सिटी बनाना है, लेकिन बनाने के लिए if we want to bring the change, हमें autonomous status लेना है. So but if you want to bring a change or bring the autonomous status, then in that case, what is being required, what measures are required, okay, for reaching there, for getting there, that also you have to see. Plan development toward above number 3, appropriate, achievable, measurable stages. Means it cannot happen that all the things, okay, all change management, okay, complete out of the box thinking can be brought within the short span of time or can be brought overnight. okay, and without having any stages. So you should be able to apply the work breakdown principle, okay, work breakdown principle, WBM principle, and then try to have the small stages, and each stage is associated with the measurable outcome, okay, and which is achievable also. So try to see that stage 1 is covered, stage 2 is covered, stage 3 is covered, okay, like that. If the 10 stages are there, then complete task of changing it has been brought into the 10 stages. So all of a sudden overnight you cannot bring the change. For example, if any industry is there, and the small industry, all this manufacturing cell of that industry, it is having the 10 CNC machine, okay, 10 conventional lathe machines hai. If the management decides to develop their infrastructure and replace these machines, lathe machines, with the help of the computerized numerically controlled machines, CNC machines, and automation they would like to bring, then over the night this automation cannot be brought. They need to bring in the stages. For example, in the first stage 2 machines has been replaced, in second stage 2 machines has been replaced. Likewise, replacing the 10 machines, it requires a 5 stages, and then synchronizing that machines with the help of the automatic belt conveyor or automatic system. So the complete manufacturing cell will be an automated one. So therefore, in the change management, you need to have the meticulous plan with you, okay, and try to execute it with the help of the achievable and measurable stages. Communicate, involve, enable, and facilitate involvement of people as early and openly as fully as possible. Okay, many of the time we feel that changes are to be kept hidden, but if the changes are kept hidden and sudden changes are brought, then the explosion will take place, and due to the explosion, that change management policy, it will not be successful, okay, because, and therefore we need to communicate with the people, we need to communicate with the all stakeholder, take their feedback, and accordingly it should be implemented. For example, what is going on in the present education system, that we are coming up with the National Education Policy NEP 2020. Okay, National Education Policy हम लोग ने डिजाइन किए. It will be implemented in India right from 2020 to 2040 in a 20-year span of time. Okay, we know that the 10th board has been discarded. Okay, 12th board has been discarded. Board कुछ नहीं होगा अभी यहाँ पे. बोर्ड की एग्जाम जैसे 10वीं की होती है वैसी नहीं होगी. Okay, so before implementing this NEP 2020, these changes should be communicated to the all stakeholder. Therefore, the government of India, it is communicating with the student, it is communicating with the parents, it is communicating with the technical institution, it is communicating with the technical board or the boards. So everywhere in all stakeholder throughout the India, okay, they are communicating this one, communicating the change, communicating this national education policy, so that the changes which is being brought by the India after 38 years, it should be successful one. So the change management principle is not hiding the changes, but basically communicating, involving, enabling, and facilitating the involvement of people as early and as openly and as fully as possible. Then advantages of the proper organizational change management. So successful proper change management may provide the following advantages. What are the advantages? That is lower or negligible staff dissatisfaction. Okay, this is the biggest advantage of the organization change management. Okay, that communicating with the people, communicating with the stakeholder, okay, they will have the less resistance and the staff negligible staff dissatisfaction. Or otherwise, what will happen if you bring the changes suddenly, then naturally lot of resistance will be there. For example, okay, government of India has decided to allow only BS6 vehicle, okay, Bharat stage 6 norms vehicle फ्रॉम अप्रैल 1 2020, ओके, तो 2020 से 1 अप्रैल 2020 से जो है वो हमने BS6 व्हीकल लॉन्च किए। तो इसका प्लानिंग कब हुआ? 2015-16 में ही, when we have signed the Paris Climate Agreement, that time only the government of India has decided to introduce the BS6 vehicle right from the 2020, April 1, 2020. Okay, so awareness has been created among the people from last 2 to 3 years. Okay, change has been communicated to the people, and then only we have implemented this policy, and now the BS6 vehicle are running successfully in the market, and people have accepted it. Similarly, in the automobile industry or in the transport industry, the change which is going to happen, already the government of India has declared that from 2030, only electric vehicles will be there in India, which will be manufactured in India, because there is a lot of pollution is there due to the IC engine vehicle, and our environment is completely polluted. Okay, if you consider the example of the Delhi, you cannot survive over there. ओके, एक दिन मतलब और दिन में एक गाड़ी चलेंगी, 1 days में एक गाड़ी चलेंगी. So many formulas have been applied by the government of Delhi, but all these things are going into waste because pollution has reached to such a level, it is very difficult to control it now. So therefore, the government of India has said that by 2030, in the next span of 10 years span of time, there will be the electric vehicles in the India, and then it is being planned, and they are communicating the changes to all the customers, all the citizens of India, so that whenever change is there, that change is accepted very easily by the people, by the customer, and that change will be successful. So I am sure that the electric vehicles change in our India, similarly the national education policy changes in India, it will be highly successful one. Okay, and the overnight changes which is being brought, mostly they are not acceptable to the people, and mostly these are not successful. I do not want to quote the example, but you know that, okay, all of a sudden one day night, okay, we came to know that, okay, there is a 1000 रुपए की नोट कल से नहीं चलेगी. Okay, 1000 रुपए की नोट जो है वो कल से बंद कर दी गई है, नहीं चलेगी. So people got frustrated. Okay, 2000 की नोट आने वाली है, it was not launched, it was not reached to the respective bank, and our ATM, okay, they were not able to handle the notes of the 2000. Okay, 2000 की नोट हैंडल करने के लिए एटीएम की कंपैटिबिलिटी नहीं थी, सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलप नहीं हुआ था, हार्डवेयर डेवलप नहीं हुआ था, and then this change was brought over the night. Okay, all of a sudden there was a fear were there in the people's mind कि कल क्या होगा, how I will manage, how I will purchase vegetable, how I will purchase the grocery. I will not be having the cash at my hand. Digital transactions will be there in the India. So lot of things were there due to the uncertainty, due to the fear. Okay, maybe many of the people might have died also. So the changes which is being brought overnight, they are not always successful. Okay, the changes like a national education policy, changes like a operating or introducing the BS6 vehicle, changes like introducing the electric vehicles from the 2030, it is being successful by the principles of the change management, by communicating with the people, by involving the people, by communicating with the stakeholder, and keeping everybody informed, not hiding anything from our customer, from our citizen. So therefore, okay, the advantages of the proper organizational change management is lower or negligible staff dissatisfaction, lower or negligible resistance to change process. I told you the example that human being offers a resistance to the changes. So therefore, okay, resistance, you need to manage the resistance also. Okay, अच्छी बात भी हो रही होंगी तो भी हम विरोध करना जानते हैं या विरोध करते हैं. So therefore, lower resistance will be there due to the change management. Lesser time and efforts are required for implementing change. Okay, lower cost is associated with the change. Okay, no agitation, nothing will be there. Lower cost will be there. participation of majority in change, thus leading to increased motivation. So people will be motivated to accept the change. Successful implementation of change, whatever the change the honorable management want to bring, okay, that successful change will be there, and sustainable change with very less probability of rollback. Okay, long back ago, okay, we have seen that. Okay, for example, the prices of the cylinder was increased by 200 to 300 rupees without communicating the citizens of the India, without having the proper policy, and we tried to bring the change. Okay, when we have brought such type of changes, the people were got frustrated. There were lot of agitations in India from the citizens against the fuel prices or against the LPG prices, cylinder prices, and finally this policy of increasing the hike of 200 rupees in the cylinder cost, it was rolled back. So therefore, the change management principle, if it is being implemented successfully for bringing any kind of change, then that change, it will be a sustainable change with very less probability of rollback. You need not have to withdraw your decision. You need not have to roll back your policy. Then it may help the organization to adapt to changes at a faster rate, and thus help the organization to survive in an ever-changing environment. Okay, so this is again one of the great advantage to the organization, that you will be able to survive in the ever-changing environment, because environment is changing. Environment means not only the weather conditions I am talking about, but whatever the conditions which are available. Okay, if it is a product sale, okay, the customer demand, okay, this is also the environment. If the technical institution attracting the good people, attracting the good students in the organization, this is also the environment. So therefore, in the ever changing environment, we will be able to survive our organization with the change management principle. Easy integration in the case of merger or amalgamation with the lesser time, efforts, and the cost. Easy integration in the case of merger. There are many more merger of the institutions which is being taking place. मतलब दो institution एक इसमें merge होते हैं, या दो organization एक organization में merge होते हैं. For example, the recent example is Vodafone and Idea are merged together. These are the two different entities. These are the two different organizations. Vodafone and Idea. Okay, one was belonging to the Birla Group. Another was Vodafone was belonging to the some other foreign group. But the Birla Group and that foreign group, they have merged together, and they have the only one unit as a Vodafone Idea unit. So with the change management, by communicating with the people, by communicating with our own in-house people, क्योंकि उनको ऐसे लगेगा आइडिया वालों को कि भाई हमारी जॉब चली जाएगी मर्जिंग होने से, ओके, तो वो मर्जिंग पॉसिबल नहीं है, ठीक है. इसलिए communicating with the people, okay, involving the people, okay, the advantage of the change management is here only. Therefore, the change in the complete banking system, जैसे हमने सुना था कि 10-12 बैंक जो है वो अभी मर्ज हो गए, पंजाब नेशनल बैंक, okay, some other bank. So 10 to 12 banks in India, they are merged together to extend to or to emerge as a strength leader. Okay, the topmost bank in India, अगर हम पकड़े किसी को, तो वो है प्रॉफिट वाली बैंक जो है, वो चलने वाली बैंक. It is a State Bank of India. But there may be small banks in India which are not performing well. So what the finance ministry has done, they have merged all the banks together to form a one strengthened bank. Okay, so therefore this is what the change will be there. Whenever the change will be there, there will be a resistance of the people, and you have to manage the change effectively. Similarly, from last 2 years, there is a particularly the merging of the institutions which is being taking place all over the India. AICT has permitted it, and in our Vidarbha region also, two or three more, I think more than 2 organizations, they have merged together. So easy integration in case of merging is possible due to the organizational change management. It may lead to increased efficiency, increased productivity, okay, may lead to lower cost of operation, that is cost reduction. Cost reduction, so may lead to improvement in quality and help in gaining technological leadership, and may lead to more profitability. Okay. So these are all the advantages of the proper organizational change management. Then what does it mean to manage the change? Okay. So for an organization to manage the change means have a structured change management process suitable to the nature of the change. To the employee and sorry, to the employee, understand what change means and how it affects me. Okay, have some skills to manage the change. Okay, for example, the computerized numerically controlled machine or the robots, when it was introduced in India in 1980 during the tenure of our Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. Okay, I know that the computerization or automation in the industries, it has been started in 1980 during his tenure as a PM. And the industrial organization, the labor unions, okay, they have started agitating, they have started opposing the computer revolution or the robotics revolution in India. Okay, so the employee also need to understand what the change means and how it affects me, because everybody was feeling that if the robots are brought to the India, then in that case we will be losing our job. सारा काम तो रोबोट ही कर लेगा, फिर हमारी क्या जरूरत है? सारा काम तो कंप्यूटर करेगा, हमारी क्या जरूरत है? But it has not happened like that. Okay, and what has happened, that the computer revolution in India, robotics revolution in India, okay, they have provided the jobs to the many people. They have created the job, but in the different sector. So therefore, as an employee also, manage change means basically understand how it affects me and have some skills to manage the change. This developing the skills of robotics, developing the skills of computer to handle the computer or to handle the robot, and we have to understand and we have to learn this skill. Okay, जैसे कि क्लरिकल जो काम पूरा चलता था अपने सारे ऑफिसेस में, वो पूरा हार्ड कॉपी में चलता था, and many of the old age people, they were not able to manage the change. But what has happened now in all the offices, whether it is government offices, whether it is a private offices, everywhere you will find that the office work is being performed with the help of the digital mode or with the help of the computers only. So many of the people were not able to handle the change and they have become absolute. They have lost their job, okay, in the private organization, because they were not able to handle the computers, okay, and they were not ready to acquire the skill. So as an employee, we have to understand what change means, how it affects me, and have some skills to manage the change. Then the characteristics of the management, okay, that is management as a continuous process, management as a discipline, management as a career, management as an applied services, guidance, management is a goal oriented, management is a leadership, management is a human activity. So in nutshell, I can say that change management or characteristics of the management is everything. Okay, it is a continuous process, it is discipline, it is career, it is applied services, it is provide the guidance, goal oriented, leadership qualities, as well as human activity. So the change management or the characteristics of the management is everywhere, right from the grassroots level to the top level. Then who is involved in managing the change? Change management requires each of the gears in the picture to fulfill their specific role. I am going to show you the picture of the gears. Okay, a change manager can facilitate assessment, create a change management strategy, and develop change management plan. but they are not able, not the only ones involved in the managed change. The other groups involved in managing change include project team, senior leaders, managers and supervisors, and the employees. So the 5 gears you are able to see over here. The middle gear which you are seeing is nothing but the change management. So in the change management, senior leaders are also there, project team is also there, employees is also there, and managers and supervisors are also there. So if you want everybody to change and bring a change management, bring a change in your organization, then this gear of senior management should be meshed with this gear. प्रोजेक्ट टीम के गियर को मेश करना पड़ेगा, एम्प्लॉइज को यहाँ पे मेश करना पड़ेगा, मैनेजर्स एंड सुपरवाइजर्स आल्सो दे नीड टू बी मेश. सो when these gears, 4 gears like a project team, senior leader, managers and supervisors, employees, when they come together and the change management gear is at the central place, when the power is given to the change management gear, when it rotates, when the change management gear rotates, it rotates everything, project team, employees, managers and supervisors, and the senior leader, which means that change management or bringing the change in the organization, it needs the complete 360 degree of thinking, 360 degree of involvement of the each and every individual in an organization. So let us see what the change management process is. Change management comprises processes of the 6 main activities. First one, identify potential change. What you need to change. Assess it. Okay, plan the change. Then implement change, review and close the change. Okay, identify the potential change. Okay, अभी 2-3 साल पहले तक आपने देखा होगा कि मोबाइल में कैमरा तो है, okay, लेकिन कैसा है कि वहां पे फ्रंट कैमरा और रियर कैमरा 2 ही कैमरा है. ओके, मतलब हम लोग सेल्फी लेने लगे थे. ओके, पहले कैसा है कि फ्रंट साइड का ही आता था, अभी अपना बैक साइड का भी मींस सेल्फी आल्सो वी आर एबल टू टेक. सो नाउ द पोटेंशियल चेंज व्हिच इज बीइंग हैपनिंग ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. ओके, इफ दैट सेल्फी कैमरा को अगर एडवांस करना है तो उसमें वहां पे, और फ्रंट कैमरा को एडवांस करना है या और क्लैरिटी लाना है, then we need to have the additional cameras having higher megapixel or higher clarification, okay, higher resolution over there. So the people are coming with the 4 quad cameras also in the mobile. So what you need to do, अगर आपको ये change अगर अपने organization में आपके product में लाना है, then in that case you have to identify the potential change. Okay, you have to assess it. What is its market impact? Whether that product will be successful, whether we will be able to sell in the market or not. Then plan the change. Okay, once you convince that this change is beautiful for your organization, beautiful for your product, in that case, plan the change, implement change, and review and close the change. Once the change is over, once the processes are over, when the once the main machines and everything is being over, then close the change. So there are 6 main processes of the change management, right from identify, assess, plan change, implement change, review and close the change. Then I will come to the resistance to the change. The biggest challenge to any change comes through resistance to change. Change disturbs existing equilibrium, existing procedures, power structure within the system or organization, which may not be liked by many persons, thus leading to resistance to change. So resistance to change could be over the or the immediate resistances to change, implicit or deferred resistances to change. So therefore, the people may not like the changes in your organization. Okay, so रेजिस्टेंस विल बी देयर. आप आज अगर एक व्यक्ति डायरेक्टर करके काम कर रहा है या सीईओ करके काम कर रहा है, और कल अगर हमने दूसरा सीईओ लाया या दूसरा सीईओ कंपनी ने अपॉइंट किया या दूसरे प्रिंसिपल और डायरेक्टर अपॉइंट किए, तो पीपल ऑफर्स रेजिस्टेंस टू द चेंज. Okay, because the management principles or the managing principle it may varies from person to person. Okay, so human nature, it always offers a resistance to the change. One of the example from my earlier institute of Sri Sant Gajanan Maharaj College of Engineering, Shegao, that I would like to tell you here, that we were in the shade. Okay, शेगांव की एक पॉलिसी थी कि डिपार्टमेंट चालू होने के बाद में, ब्रांच चालू होने के बाद में, वो शुरू में शेड में रहती थी. मैनेजमेंट हैज कंस्ट्रक्टेड द ब्यूटीफुल एम्बियंस बिल्डिंग फॉर अस. ओके, चकाचक बिल्कुल मार्बल है, एवरीथिंग इज देयर, सभी है वहां पे, वेंटिलेशन है, ओके, सनलाइट आता है, ओके, एयरी है, lots of facilities were there. But when we have been asked to shift from the shade, हमारे क्लासरूम शेड में थे, हमारा डिपार्टमेंट शेड में था, हमको बताया गया कि आपको ले नई बिल्डिंग बनाई गई है, नया घर बनाया गया है, वहां आपको जाना है, and which is far better than our shade, but the human nature offers a resistance to the change. तो हमने भी या हमारे स्टूडेंट्स ने भी, they were not ready to go to the new building, even though the new building was beautiful, ambience was beautiful, facilities were there, marble everywhere, marble, chakachak, cleanliness, housekeeping operation, everything was perfect. Okay, but we were not able, or we were not ready to go to that particular place for learning, okay, for conducting the classes. So therefore, human nature, it offers a resistance to the change, and in the change management, managing the resistance of the people, managing the resistance of the employee, it is very important. So the resistance to change could be immediate resistances to the change, or the deferred resistances to the change. Immediate resistances कभी कभी आते हैं, कभी कभी deferred resistances आते हैं. Then resistance to change can come from employees as well as employers or the management also. Okay, sometimes the management also, they have their own reservation, even though they appoint the CEO, okay, in that company, then they also have the some reservations, okay, and some restricted thinking. Because of that, the resistance will be there. So resistances can come from employees as well as employers and the management. Then the resistance to change can occur at any level, that is at individual level, group level, or the organizational level. Okay, so resistance to change, the sources of individual resistance to change: selective information processing, habit, security, economic factor, and fear of the unknown, which means that we fear about what is going to happen. Okay, what will be the changes? Okay, when the coronavirus was introduced, or rather I can say that coronavirus has entered into the India in the month of March 2020. Okay, we were having the fear of the unknown. Matlab, what is going to happen? Okay, what will happen to us? Okay, because there is no vaccine, there is no medicine, what will happen? So economic factors affecting the product, okay, security, habit, selective information processing, okay, fear of unknown, these are all the resistance to the changes. Okay, हमारे मन में fear है, insecurity है, okay, हमारे कुछ habits ऐसे हैं that we don't want to change. Economic factors, sometimes we are able to afford, not able to afford, and the selective information processing, बहुत कम इंफॉर्मेशन को हम प्रोसेस करते हैं, एंड हम लोग जो है वो लिमिटेड सोर्स से इंफॉर्मेशन लेके प्रोसेस करके हम लोग वो चेंज को रेजिस्ट करते हैं. वी डू नॉट हैव द ब्रॉडर व्यू, वी डू नॉट कीप, और द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन डू नॉट कीप द ब्रॉडर व्यू, ओके, ऑफ लुकिंग अहेड, having a vision for 10 years, 20 years, or 50 years from age. Okay, so therefore the people offer the resistance, and these are the sources of the resistance to change. Okay, then sources of the organizational resistance to change. Organizations also not ready to change. What is the required? That is group inertia. People in a group, they offers the inertia, they offers a resistance to the change. Limited focus of change. Okay, we are thinking only in one direction. Okay, structural inertia is there. threat to establish resource allocation. Okay, हमने तो ये ऑलरेडी मशीन शॉप एस्टेब्लिश किया है, ऑलरेडी ये ऑटोमेटेड है, सेमी ऑटोमेटेड है. इसको फुल्ली ऑटोमेटेड करने के लिए फिर से हमें इन्वेस्टमेंट करनी पड़ेगी, फिर से कुछ करना पड़ेगा. सो द एस्टेब्लिश रिसोर्सेस अलोकेशंस आर डिफिकल्ट वन. Okay, threat to establish power relationship. Okay, so whenever, for example, okay, director is there, then if the deputy director is being appointed, okay, in the organization, so people try to offer the resistance. Organization also offers a resistance. Okay, because there is a threat to the established power relationship. So therefore, these all 6 are nothing but the various factors which are offering the organizational resistance to change. Then the first level of the change management, that is first level, it is generic in nature. It is applicable to the any type of change. First level of the change management. And the second level, okay, it is specific one and applicable to the particular type of change. Okay, generic level means applicable to any type of change, and it is applicable at everywhere. Second level means specific, applicable to the particular type of change. For example, okay, we are having the completely setup of manufacturing the product, manufacturing the vehicle. जैसे मारुति उद्योग लिमिटेड है गुड़गांव में, तो मारुति उद्योग लिमिटेड, they are having the complete manufacturing plant in Gurgaon, where all type of products are being manufactured, all types of cars are being manufactured. So second level is specific one. Okay, specific मतलब क्या किया है कि मारुति गाड़ी की जो पेंटिंग होती थी, वो पेंटिंग जो है वो कैसे होती थी, वो ह्यूमन लेबर से या मैनुअल ऑपरेशंस वाज देयर इन द बिगिनिंग. ओके, द मैनेजमेंट हैज डिसाइडेड टू चेंज दिस एंड टू इंट्रोड्यूस द रोबोट. ओके, क्योंकि मैनुअल ऑपरेशन में गाड़ी के ऊपर उसके थीन लेयर्स ऐसे दिखते हैं, या मतलब क्वालिटी उतनी अच्छी नहीं होती है. So they have tried to bring the change over there and implement or to introduce the robot, and with the help of the robot only the spray painting operation is being performed. So now there might be around 8 to 10 robots are available in the Maruti Gurgaon plant for the spray painting operation, which means that automation of the spray painting shop has been taken place under the change management. So this change was only specific. It is only applicable to the particular type of change. It was not a generic change. It was not applicable to the other processes of the Maruti Udyog Limited. So there are two types of the change management. First one, first level, and the second level. And then 3 phases of the change management. What are these 3 phases? That is prepare, implement, and reinforce. These are the 3 phases of the change management. So what do I mean by the preparing for a change? Okay. Preparing for a change means define your change management strategy. Okay. Prepare your change management team and develop your sponsorship model. Okay. Preparing for a change. Okay. Same example I am continuing of the Maruti Udyog Limited, where the manual operations was performed. Okay, for an manual operations for a painting operation. So what they have done is that they have defined their change management strategy, how it has to be brought. Prepare your change management team. Okay, spray painting booth में जितने operators काम करते हैं, जितने engineers काम करते हैं, उनकी एक टीम बनाई गई. ओके, वही लोग चेंज लाएंगे, क्योंकि उनके मन में अगर आ गया आज मैं गाड़ी की पेंटिंग करता था, कल चल के अगर रोबोट करेगा तो मेरे लिए तो कोई काम नहीं रहेगा यहाँ पे ऑपरेटर करके, आई विल लूजिंग दैट जॉब. सो प्रिपेयर योर चेंज मैनेजमेंट टीम, डेवलप योर स्पॉन्सरशिप मॉडल. ओके, हाउ टू प्रोक्योर द आइटम, how to procure the robot, what kind of robots will be there, okay, what is the specification, and whether the company can bear that change or not. Okay, so everything was to be prepared. Then managing change, that is develop change management plan, take action, and the implement. So developing the change management plan, then taking action, initiating actions, and the implementing it. Then reinforcing the change. Okay, So reinforcing the change means collect and analyze the feedback. Okay. Diagnosis gap, manage resistance, and implement corrective actions and celebrate the success. Okay. For example, now the national education policy, it is in the implementation phase. So the government of India is obtaining the feedback from the stakeholder. They are doing an analysis of the feedback and they will diagnose the gap. Even though NEP policy is solid, concrete in everything, but even though they will identify the gaps, manage the resistance of the people, manage the resistance of the parent, students, okay, and take certain corrective actions and celebrate the success. So this is nothing but reinforcing the change, okay, which is being required. Then building a culture for a change. Okay, building a culture for a change is a time consuming exercise and involves a lot of effort. For example, okay, that the policy which I have implemented in my earlier organization, that is after every 3 to 4 years, even our non-teaching staff members were transferred from the one department to the other department. So they were given the policy that after every 3 years, okay, their role or their job will be changed. Okay, so building a culture of the change. Now the culture is there in the organization. Okay, otherwise what will happen कि वो बोलेगा 10 साल से तो मैं स्कॉलरशिप सेक्शन हैंडल कर रहा हूँ, 10 साल से तो मैं अकाउंट सेक्शन हैंडल कर रहा हूँ, मैं यहाँ से वहां नहीं जा सकता हूँ. So building a culture for a change, it is a time consuming process. The management has to think that it should be inculcated in the habits of the people, and right from the beginning there should be building up culture for a change. So now the people are ready for the change. Wherever any change is happening, they are always ready. So building a culture for a change, in general terms, the change program should describe the change process to all people involved and explain the results why the changes are occurring. Okay, the information should be complete, unbiased, reliable, transparent, and timely. Okay, be designated, designed to effectively implement the change while being aligned with organizational objectives, macro environmental trends, and employee perceptions and feeling. Everything it should be dealt with in case of the building up a culture for change. Okay, employee feelings, their sentiments, their emotion, it should be also kept in mind while developing a culture. Okay, provide support to employees as they deal with the change, and whenever possible involve the employee directly in the change process itself. Okay, if the employees are not involved, if the management is not providing the support to the employee, because they are dealing with the change only, whatever the change you are bringing it at their level, so naturally they should be involved, they should be supported. Okay, be consistently monitored and reviewed for effectiveness. A successful change management program is typically also a flexible project. So therefore, if the change management or if any change is being brought, then reviewing and monitoring continuously, it is also being required. If there is no reviewing and monitoring, कि हमने तो change कर दिया, then in that case the change will not be successful. Okay, if our administrator, education ministry says that we have given the national education policy to you, okay, you implement it at your level, there is no review, there is no monitoring, then in that case NEP 2020 cannot be successful. If it has to be made successful, then right from the beginning, consistently monitoring, reviewing, it is required for the effectiveness and for building a culture, okay, for the change. So now we will see the ADKAR model. Basically, ADKAR is easy to remember. And is a foundational tool for understanding how and when, how, why, and when to use different change management tools. Okay. So this ADKAR model, it was developed by the JFAT in 1988 and proposed, refined in 2006. It can be helpful for individual change management. The model represents 5 building blocks which must be obtained or implemented to realize change successfully. It is a management job to create an environment in which people can go through these 5 stages as quickly as possible, which include building awareness, okay, as to why the change is needed, creating desire to support and participate the change, developing knowledge as to how to change, then fostering ability to implement new skills and behavior, and providing reinforcement to sustain the change. Okay, so this is what the ADKAR model says. ADKAR means basically A for awareness for the need of change, D is desire to support the change, knowledge on how to change, ability to implement new skill, reinforcement to cement the change. This is what the ADKAR model. Okay, so connecting the change management activities with the desired business result. So change management channels, okay, communication, sponsorship, sponsor roadmap, training, resistance management, coaching. Okay, so ADKAR phases of change, that is awareness, desire, knowledge, ability, and the reinforcement. Okay, so the ADKAR change management, that is communication. Okay, this is the channel. Okay, and this is the phases. So communication connected with the awareness. Okay, communication connected with the knowledge, or awareness is connected with the communication as well as sponsor roadmap. Desired connected with the sponsor roadmap. Okay, then the resistance management, and then the coaching. Here knowledge connected with the communication training, here ability connected with the coaching, reinforcement connected with the coaching. Okay, so ability, developing the ability of the people, reinforcement. So these ADKAR change model or ADKAR model is can be implemented or the best suited for a change management, which is being connected with the communication, sponsor roadmap, training, resistance management, and coaching. Unless and until the people are trained, unless and until people are given the coaching, they will not be able to manage with the change. For example, okay, the March 2020, the lockdown is there in the country, and the classes in the physical mode, it is not being happening. So many of the schools, they have shifted to the online education and online system, and they have trained, the college school management have trained the teachers in the organization how to give the online lecture, how to develop the modules of the online lecture, how to handle or tackle the internet connectivity, okay, and how to handle the Google, okay, or in Cisco WebEx or any kind of platform. So whenever you want to bring the change management, then the training, then the coaching, okay, communicating with the people with the help of this ADKAR model, it is being done, and it should be done so that it is successful. So building culture for change ADKAR model, that is phases of change of employees, awareness, desire, knowledge, ability, and reinforcement. So business needs, concept design, implementation, and post implementation. These are the phases of change management, change project, and the successful change will be there at the top. So you can see that with this model or with this thing, okay, we can progress and we can go, and it should lead to the post implementation, that whatever the result or whatever the outcome of the change which we have brought. For example, right now many of the colleges, many of the universities, they are adopted the conventional education policy or the philosophy. But now in the technical institution, technical colleges, outcome based education philosophy, outcome based education is being implemented. Okay, so with the outcome based education, if you want to bring a change, then in that case the post implementation, concept and design, business need, everything is very important, connecting with the ADKAR model. Okay, so employee phases of change, A, that is awareness of the need of change. So management communication, customer input, marketplace changes, okay, desire to participate and support the change. These are the enables. Okay, fear of job loss, discontent, knowledge on how to change, training and education. Okay, then examples, quoting the example, role model, ability to implement required skills and behavior, practice applying new skills or using new processes and tools, coaching, mentoring, reinforcement to sustain the change. So incentives and reward systems can be given. Okay, if any change is being brought, okay, then the award can be kept. For example, in an industry, वहाँ पे एक suggestion box होता है. If anybody is giving any suggestion to reduce the cycle time of the product, साइकिल टाइम ऑफ प्रोडक्ट मतलब क्या होता है कि एक ट्रैक्टर अगर मतलब 1 घंटे में एक ट्रैक्टर अगर बनता है तो उसके प्रोसेसिंग का अगर हमने टाइम कम कर दिया, साइकिल टाइम कम कर दिया, तो हो सकता है 50 मिनट में एक बने, तो आधे घंटे में एक बने, तो इसका मतलब हमारा प्रोडक्शन रेट बढ़ जाएगा. सो प्रोडक्शन रेट बढ़ाने के लिए इन द मेनी ऑफ द इंडस्ट्री बेसिकली द सजेशन इज टेकन फ्रॉम द ऑपरेटर्स और ऑल द एम्प्लॉइज. एनीबडी कैन गिव द सजेशन. ठीक है कि जैसे सर ये मशीन के ऊपर 2 ऑपरेशन होते हैं, दोनों ऑपरेशन को अगर कंबाइन करेंगे तो आवर साइकिल टाइम रिड्यूसेस बाय 1 मिनट 2 मिनट लाइक दैट. सो accepting the changes, accepting the suggestions, okay, through suggestion box, through some system, okay, and then reinforcing. उसने बार बार सजेशन देना चाहिए, ये करना चाहिए, तो कैसे उसके लिए इंसेंटिव, रिवार्ड्स, कॉम्पेंसेशन, चेंजेस, सेलिब्रेशंस, इट हैज टू बी डिजाइन. पर्सनल रिकॉग्निशन, उसको आप बोलेंगे कि बहुत अच्छा सजेशन दिया, ओके, दिस हैज इंक्रीज आवर प्रोडक्शन, एक सर्टिफिकेट दे देंगे, कुछ ट्रॉफी दे देंगे, या कुछ इंसेंटिव में पैसे दे देंगे, या फिर उसको कुछ कॉम्पेंसेशन दे देंगे, ओके, गोवा का टूर दे देंगे, कहीं दिल्ली का टूर दे देंगे. सो पीपल विल बी हैप्पी टू ब्रिंग द चेंज इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. So this is called as the reinforcement in the ADKAR model. So changes will be sustainable, changes will be implemented successfully when you have such kind of system in your organization. Okay, so let me check that whether I am audible or not. Okay, once so that
Yes, sir.
okay, okay, am
Yes,
I
sir.
audible?
Audible,
Okay,
sir.
thank you. So the leadership and management. Okay, so leadership is the ability to develop a vision that motivates others to move with a passion, okay, towards the common goal. And management is the ability to change, ability to organize resources and coordinate the execution of tasks necessary to reach a goal in a timely and cost-effective manner. Okay, so this is what the leadership and the management is there. Okay, ability to organize the resources and coordinate with the execution of tasks necessary to reach the goal in the timely as well as cost effective manner. So therefore time management, that is develop the processes and tool that increases the efficiency, productivity and effectiveness. Time management is the act or practice of managing and supervising time. Doing things right is efficiency, okay, and doing the right things is effectiveness. So many of the time we get confused in efficiency and the effectiveness. So doing the right thing is nothing but the efficiency, and doing the right things is nothing but the effectiveness, so which is very important. Then communication plan in management, that is communication management include processes required to ensure timely and appropriate generation, collection, distribution, storage, retrieval and ultimate disposal of project information. Okay, so identify stakeholder, plan communication, distribute information, manage stakeholder expectation and report the performance. These are the phases in the communication plan. Then planning management, that is planning is the process of thinking about and organizing the activities required to achieve a desired goal. It involves the creation and maintenance of plans such as psychological aspects that require conceptual skill. There are even a couple of tests to measure someone's capability of planning well. As such, planning is a fundamental property of intelligent behavior. So planning management, time management, communication management is a part of the change management. You need to have, organization need to have the teams for all these things so that it can be developed. So let me show you, okay, the one video. So please watch this video. I hope it is visible too.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
So let me seek the opinion of Abhijit. Okay, that what is being happening. Okay, he is also one of the great personality in the Central India and the training and placement officer of the institute, who is being involved in the change management and many more processes of the management. The talented personality like Abhijit is with me today. So Abhijit, can you comment? Can you give your opinion? What is being happening in the video? Okay, are you able to see that what crab is doing?
Yeah, sir.
Abhijit, can you give your opinion what is happening in the this particular video? Okay, so see that the change management, it is basically a continuous process. Okay, in this example, the what the crab was doing, okay, the crab, basically there was a fear in the crab, and when the coconut was fall down from the tree, okay, he was looking at the coconut that there is something danger which is going to happen. Okay, so whenever any change is there, the people, they have the fear, and they offer the resistance to the change. And at the same time, okay, what he has done, he has seen that that coconut is taken to the river, okay, driven to the river. So he thought that by that way, okay, he can remove his fear. And once he come back, he sees that another another coconut has fallen down. So which means that the changes is a continuous process. Changes are going to happen. Okay, that it is not like a river or water in the lake which is stagnant. Okay, water in the lake is stagnant, but you have to be vibrant. Your organization has to be vibrant. Okay, जसं कसं आहे की turbulence will be there. Okay, for the moving water, for the flowing water. Okay, energy will be there in the flowing water. If the water is steady, okay, naturally it possesses the negligible energy. So therefore, okay, you have to be vibrant. Your organization has to be vibrant, and then, okay, in this case, the changes are going to happen, and you should look at the change very seriously, and then accordingly, you should manage the change, manage the resistance of the people. Okay, so change
Hello.
management. Hello.
Yes, I'm extremely sorry, sir. I think I got disconnected. I was listening, and all of a sudden I got disconnected. The very moment I tried to,
Okay.
start explaining the video.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now it is
It's
visible.
extremely. Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
I meant that I got disconnected when you said
Okay,
that I
okay.
should start.
Okay.
I got disconnected. So sorry for that.
Okay. So change management strategies, that is strategies based on 4 approaches on the perception about human beings, that is empirical, rational, normative, reductive, and power coercive, and the environmental. Okay, change management strategies, that organizations do not pursue a single strategy, they adopt a suitable mix of strategies depending upon the following factor: degree of resistance, target population, the stakes involved, the time frame, and degree of expertise involved, and the dependency. Okay, so these are the change management strategies, that is degree of resistance, target population, okay, stakes involved, time frame, कितने time में implement करना है, okay, degree of expertise involved, what kind of expertise is involved, okay, dependency also. So some of the strategies are we are discussing now, that is proper timing and the tact. Okay, introducing the change at the proper timing. Okay, टाइम निकल जाने के बाद में अगर 2 सिम वाला मोबाइल निकाल लिया नोकिया ने, तो सक्सेसफुल नहीं हुआ फिर. Okay, within the time it should be introduced. So there is timing for the proper timing for the change management, and there has to be certain tactics, education and communication, training the people, coaching the people, communicating with the people what changes we would like to bring, seeking the participation of the employee. Okay, seeking the participation of the stakeholder. जैसे कि 15 दिन पहले, 1 महीने पहले ही Idea and Vodafone have informed to the stakeholder that Vodafone and Idea are merging together. Okay, so that their participation is there and this change is successful. Facilitation and support, negotiation, manipulation, and coercion, and introducing the incentives and the reward system. These are the change management strategies. So change management strategies, that is John Kotter 8-step management model, may be used for effective change management. That is increase urgency, okay, build the guiding team. Sometimes you have to create a urgency also for introducing the proper timing, for having the change at the proper timing. Then build the guiding team, get the right vision, communicate for buy-in, okay, empower action, create short-term wins, don't let up, and make change stick. Okay, once you make any change, stick to that. Okay, do not again keep on tolerating or keep on shifting from one policy to the another policy. Once you have decided this change is good for your organization, accordingly it should be done. Then role of the leader in the change. So who is leader? Okay, James Byrne says a leader is one who instills purposes, not one who controls by brute forces. Okay, so this self-explanatory definition is there. One who now controls by the brute force is not a leader. One who instills purposes, okay, is nothing but the leader. So leader is one who can change, who can take a group of people to a place that don't think that they can go. Okay, so why a sport teacher teaching a long jump, giving a training of the long jump to the his trainees. Okay, he said that initially you take 1 feet jump, then 1.5 feet, then 2 feet, 3 feet, then 3.5 feet, 4 feet. Then once he achieves 4 feet, 4.1 inches, 4.2 inches, 4.3 inches, 4.5 inches, 6 inches, like that, and then coming to the jump of 6 inches. So leader is one who can take a group of people to a place where they don't even think of that they can go. Yes, we can achieve. Okay, so leadership, we not me. It is basically the we, not me, not a single individual. And mission is there, not my show, vision, not division, community, or not domicile. So leader can play both positive as well as negative role in the change management. So the perfect leader has to be there in the change management. So otherwise you may have to remove that manager, okay, keep it in the other place so that you can bring the changes. A leader can play the following positive roles by helping the management during the process of change, that is encouraging collaboration rather than competition, encouraging customer orientation, encouraging training and coaching, encouraging quality consciousness, improving communication, encouraging teamwork, improving participation of workforce, can reduce conflicts by problem solving, helping and encouraging for better productivity, can encourage creativity in an organization, helping in creating proper culture for improvement, problem solving, and prevention. Okay, so this is the role of a leader in the change management. That is improving the communication, encouraging the teamwork, improving the participation, reducing the conflicts, okay, by implementing the problem solving technique. So a good leader as a head of the team, okay, team may be consisting of representative or members of either same or different function of the department, can help in proper and successful management of a new product development and its commercialization, reduction of lead time from research and development to the market, okay, speeding up volume quantum successful new product launch, attainment of quality leadership, attainment of new product technological leadership. A leader can follow steps in ADKAR model for building culture for change. So speeding up the volume quantum of successful new product, okay, reduction of the lead time is very important. Okay, what do you mean by the lead time? The product which is being designed or the manufactured and it reaches to the customer. In the earlier days, okay, 5 decades ago, okay, 6 decades ago, there was a lot of manufacturing lead time was there. मतलब हमको अगर टेलीफोन चाहिए तो 2-2 साल वेटिंग पीरियड रहता था. ठीक है, हमको अगर कोई व्हीकल खरीदनी है, गाड़ी खरीदनी है, तो 2 साल 3 साल पहले नंबर लगा के रखते थे, उसके बाद वो मिलता था। अभी वैसा नहीं है, अभी देयर इज नो लीड टाइम। ठीक है, नो लीड टाइम मीन्स मैन्युफैक्चरिंग लीड टाइम इज 0। अगर आपने चाहा, आपके पास पैसे है तो आज ही जाके मोबाइल फोन ले सकते हैं, अभी आज ही जाके आप जो है व्हीकल ले सकते हैं। सो देयर इज नो लीड टाइम इन द मार्केट, so therefore there has to be research and development, okay, and reduction of the lead time. The good leader will bring the reduction in the lead time. Otherwise क्या हो जाता है, people keep on thinking on that change policy, they keep on giving their suggestions, and then we waste our time in analyzing each and everything, and finally that policy is not being implemented, that change is not being adopted. Okay, so this speeding up the volume, speeding up the quantum, reduction of the lead time, this is also the role of the leader. So the involving people in the change management, that is, if people lever is not managed properly, people in organization can resist the change at following level, either at the individual level or group level, organization level, or as an employee or as manager. So if people lever is managed properly, people lever can be used to create multifold increase in creativity, that is generation of new and useful ideas, new product development and commercialization and innovation, productivity, improvement in quality, and overall technological advancement and development. Okay, so people lever in organization can be harnessed or it can be utilized by ensuring proper communication, promoting the education and training, creating right organizational culture, seeking participation of employees, introducing rewards and incentives, encouraging creativity by respecting individual initiatives, creating team by involving, okay, from same or different function departments or the organization. So teams both multifunctional as well as same function can be used to harness people lever for the change management. Multifunctional teams are usually used in case of new product development or the new project. Committees like purchase committee, budget committee are frequently used in the organization to gain advantage of pooling of ideas. Special task forces, project management, project monitoring groups may also be there. So Japanese organizations, they have gained the global competitive days by using people lever. So Japanese organizations have frequently used people lever through Kaizen, Ringi, or gaining quality improvement and problem solving. Okay, so basically some of you may be knowing Kaizen is the Japanese concept of continuous improvement. Okay, motto of Japanese Kaizen technology is today better than yesterday and tomorrow better than today. So keep on improving every day. Keep on improving your processes, system, product, everything. Try to bring the change daily. Try to bring the changes continuously and keep on changing. Practice means deep, systematic, and continuous involvement of people, and by using certain techniques, okay, but mainly by their brain to cause a process of improvement to start and develop and never end. Okay, so under this concept, the plant is treated as a living institution. It is continuously learning and changing. Okay, under the Kaizen technology. Job rotation, cross training are frequently employed, used to give workers a complete perspective of production processes. So the 5 main elements of Kaizen are there. That 5 main elements in the Kaizen, that is teamwork, personal discipline, improved moral, quality circles, suggestions for the improvement, which is essential part of the change management. Unless and until quality circles are there, suggestions are seek from the your employees and the stakeholder. So quality circle is a volunteer group basically composed of worker, usually under the leadership of their supervisor, who are trained to identify, analyze, and solve work-related problem and present their solutions to the management in order to improve the performance of the organization and motivate and enrich the work of employees. When matured, the true quality circle becomes self-managing, having gained the confidence of the management. Okay, so this is about the Ringi system. So I'm coming to the end of my discussion. So in the change management, the SWOT task, okay, that is strength, opportunities, weaknesses, and threats. Okay, SWOT tasks are important. Okay, these W weaknesses are due to the internal factor. Threats are due to the external factor. Okay, whatever the challenges are there, whatever the competitions are there. Okay, threats are negative also. Okay, opportunities are positive. If you look at the opportunities, for example, the strength will eat anything. Okay, my dad can beat up your dad. Okay, then the opportunities growth spread coming. Okay, new girl doesn't know me yet. Opportunities during the lockdown period, many of the organization they have thought it as a opportunity. Okay, जैसे कि अपॉर्चुनिटी करके कंसीडर कर लिया उन्होंने, and they have started their manufacturing or the product also, and they have shifted it to the social distancing mode, and they have operated their plant also. Okay, weaknesses can be there. Okay, also threats will be there. Naturally, the competitive environment is there. The global competitive competition is there. Our product is also competing with the products of the other industries. Our product in a technical institution is also competing with the products of the other engineering colleges, NITs, IITs. So naturally, the threats are there due to the steep competition in the market. Okay, so therefore, performing the SWOT analysis before bringing the change management, before bringing the change is helpful for the organization. And with this, we can find out what are our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and the threats. So finally, the benefits of the change management, that is better efficiency in delivering services, enhance customer or client satisfaction, improve growth and development within your team, enhance effectiveness in delivering services, increase in quality, greater standing and competitive edge, opportunity to expand your services, flexibility will be there, increase risk assessment, and increase in the quality. So there are several benefits of the change management. So the Peter Drucker, he has given this six, we can say that the, what do you mean by the management? That management by objective works. If you know the objectives, 90% of the time you don't. Okay, business that's easily defined, it's other people's money. Productivity of work is not the responsibility of the worker, but the manager. Okay, the purpose of a business is to create a customer. Okay, unless commitment is made, there are no only promises and hopes, but no plan. There is nothing so useless as doing efficiently that which should not be done at all. So the purpose of our teaching, purpose of our technical institution, okay, it should be clear to you. To create a customer means to create a student for us. Okay, so I must thank the Dr. Rajnikant, the principal of the Ballarpur Institute of Technology, Mr. Abhijit, and then the Sunil Kuntawar, okay, Ashish Manusmare, and all the faculty members and the principal for permitting me to deliver or to share my knowledge with you. Okay, and I hope that I have given you the principles of the change management, and you will accept the principles of the change management. Similarly, you will be ready for change management in your organization as well as at your personal life. Personal life also, you can think that you are engaging the classes in the physical mode. Now you have shifted to the from the conventional mode to the online modes of education. You are delivering the lectures, you are conducting the classes. So in the 2 to 3 months span of time, we have accepted that change, and we are dealing with the change, and we have implemented this change successfully. How long this lockdown, this online education will continue, we don't know. But anyway, we have to accept the change, and without offering the resistance, let us involve in the change and let us implement it. So thank you very much. Thank you, Abhijit. Okay, over to Abhijit.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful session. And unfortunately, today I have to begin with sorry that when I was provided with an opportunity because of bad internet connection, I got disconnected. I'm sorry about it. So thank you
Okay,
very
no
much,
issue,
sir.
no issue.
Thank you very much, sir, for such a wonderful session. You started with the case study of Valued Institute of Technology in this session on change management, which was really, really interesting because it was so relevant as to how a college that was about to close down has not only changed its name and come up with a new concept to become a very good college. And today we know Valued Institute of Technology as one of the best universities in India. So that was a really good example and a very relevant example for us, and it was very inspiring for us also. So that we are ready and we were ready to absorb the session and understand as to why change is important. Then you started with your own experience, wherein you shared that how you used to change the departments of non-teaching staff. That has helped the staff also to keep changing and keep managing the change from time to time, which was again a really good example. The other case studies which you shared, like that of Nokia and how Nokia, because it did not develop dual SIM in time, that was the reason they could not cope with change. And today, one of the best mobile companies which we knew of yesterday is no more, a part of major competition in mobile market. So timely change is important. And the competition analysis of colleges, like you compared how IITs work and what are all the changes that we can bring so that we can make our colleges better. I think you also explained the benefits of change management really well. And one of the major hurdles, along with all the hurdles, one of the major hurdles, which is of course a fear factor. I suppose I will admit that even I do have a little bit of fear factor, and with the very motivational video, you helped us understand as to how can we overcome that fear factor. Now, I want this is for the other members who are attending this session. I would like to share this with you that Dr. G.K. Awari sir, when he was earlier principal of TGP College, Engineering College, which is affiliated with Nagpur University, he had come up with a team. He had what can I say? He is the one who has come up with a team of admissions in that particular college when the admission scenario was not very good in engineering colleges. And we can see that he has, along with that changing time, we say that our sir is the one who has pioneered the change in the field of admissions in engineering college to such an extent that even today, after these many years, even now when Awari sir has moved on from the college, till date that college is intact and they do not face any problem in admissions. As a matter of fact, many of us also know that in other colleges also, wherever there are good admissions, those admissions are because they have kind of adopted, they have either adopted the culture which Awari sir developed in TGP, or because they have hired the employees which were trained by Awari sir. So this is, I think, sir, at a very personal level, something that I share because yes. So I think, sir, that learning change management from you is learning from the master himself. And on behalf of organizing committee of this faculty development program, and on behalf of Ballarpur Institute of Technology, thank you so much, sir, for conducting such a wonderful session for us.
Thank you, Abhijit. Thanks a lot.
Yes. Now, on behalf of faculty organizing committee of this faculty development program and the Ballarpur Institute of Technology, I would like to thank all the attending members for participating in this program and joining the meeting in a timely manner. I will also request all of you to please fill in the feedback form, which will be shared shortly on the WhatsApp group. The link to feedback form will remain open only till 11 p.m. tonight, so please fill in the form before that. And you can join in for the next session at 5 p.m. We will now take a break from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and the session will resume at 5 p.m. From 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. we have another session on talent management again by Dr. G.K. Awari sir. So it is a humble request to all of you to please join us by 4:50 p.m. using the same link which was shared to you in the morning. So you can use this very same link which you have used to join now, and you can join us back again, and we can continue with our session and resume the session from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Thank you so much.